Hi, third grade. I just ate some chicken and grapes, and I sat outside and got a little sunshine, and I hope you're able to do the same before the rain starts. So, I wanted to talk to you about math, and I'm really excited. This distance learning is kind of difficult, but I had a little time to go on the internet, and I Googled fraction strips, and a site came up called Toy Theater. And there it's an interactive page where you can move the fraction strips. So you can take 3/5 and put them in a row, and then put 3/4 in a row, and you can compare them to see which is greater and which is less. So if you want to do this, and I really think you'll enjoy it, go Google Toy Theater fraction strips. And then I tried Toy Theater fraction circles, and I could do the same thing. So it cuts it up into the pie pieces for you. So really try to go to that site. Now I want to talk about our math lesson today. So I am on page 537, and it's really important that you read the directions. Sometimes they trick us a little bit. And in the first part, it says write the fractions in order from greatest to least. That's the most to the least. Then you get to number 5, and there are new directions. It's important to read them because it says write the fractions in order from least to greatest. So now you have to start with the smallest amount and go to the largest amount. I want to read number 7 out loud. Mr. Jackson ran 7/8 mile on Monday. He ran 3/8 mile on Wednesday and 5/8 mile on Friday. On which day did Mr. Jackson run the shortest distance? So remember, it's the shortest distance. You might want to circle shortest. And I notice that we have all the same denominator, 8, so we just have to compare our top numbers and write the day of the week when he ran the shortest distance. Number 8, Delia has 3 pieces of ribbon. Her red ribbon is 2/4 foot long. Her green ribbon is 2/3 foot long. Her yellow ribbon is 2/6 foot long. She wants to use the longest piece for a project. Which color ribbon should Delia use? So now we have different denominators. So we could draw strips, rectangular strips on our paper and cut the first one into fourths, the second one into thirds, and the third one into sixths, and then we could shade in 2 of each to compare. But it would be quicker if we could use the fraction strips. So if you go back to the page where the fraction strips are, you can see there's a difference between fourths and eighths and sixths. That website that I told you about would really be helpful with this one. And it's kind of fun too. You do not have to do number 9, so we're going to go to the last page. Number 1 says, write the fractions in order from least to greatest. You're starting with the smallest again. Then we look at number 2, and it says, write the fractions in order from greatest to least. Now we're starting with the greatest, the biggest. So really pay attention to your words in your problems today. Let's go down to the spiral review. What fraction of the group of cars is shaded? Count how many cars there are. Then count how many are shaded gray. Write that as a fraction. This many out of this many are gray. Number 4, Wendy has 6 pieces of fruit. Of these, 2 pieces are bananas. What fraction of Wendy's fruit is bananas? So maybe she's got some apples and an orange. She has 6 pieces altogether, but 2 of them are bananas. So that's 2 out of, you fill in the denominator. Number 5. Toby collects data and makes a bar graph about his classmates' pets. He finds that 9 classmates have dogs, 2 classmates have fish, 6 classmates have cats, and 3 classmates have gerbils. They're kind of like hamsters, like Wilson's hamster. I hope your hamster's doing all right, Wilson. What pet will have the longest bar on the bar graph? So it would be the one with the most classmates, I think. Let's look at the last problem. The number sentence is an example of which multiplication property? So one side says 6 times 7. And underneath that, I would write 42, because we know 6 times 7 is 42. Then on the other side of the equal sign, it says, in parentheses, 6 times 5, that's 30. I'd write 30 underneath that. And then I'm supposed to add it to 6 times 2. And 6 times 2 is, double of 6 is 12. So 30 plus 12 is 42. So they are equal to each other. But the question is, what property are we using? It's not commutative. And sometimes with associative, you use parentheses, but this is saying 6 times 7 is the same as 6 times 5 plus 6 times 2. There was also a property called distributive property. And I'm going to give you that one. This is distributive property. We haven't talked about it in so long. So it's spelled DISTRIBUTIVE. So I really, really encourage you to go to that website. I really think you'll have fun. You might even want to spend some time on your own there because it is so fun. I had fun with it. So I will see you tomorrow. You can give me an email anytime, and even in the evening, I'll answer emails. Have a great time. Bye-bye.